Today guys, we're gonna have a look on how to rune Tablo, the light dice magician for RTA. You guys might know is one of my favorite units, so I'm gonna show you how I have mine built. I'm gonna give you some options as well on how to build yours. It's a really good unit. It's a speed lead to start with, and skill 3 is irresistible, so it's actually really insane. Skill 2, skill 1 are a bit RNG, very RNG, but to be fair, skill 2, even if you don't get a high number on the 2 dices, you still get slow for 2-turn AoE on the opponent. Obviously you're trying to get the stun is better most of the times, but even the slow is not bad at all. Good chances of well, not good chances, but some chances of getting a double numbers, as you guys know, and he gets an extra turn and also a violent proc. There's few ways to build the Tablo though. It's not always on violent. I'm gonna show you mine and I'm gonna give you some options as well. Also guys, if you have questions, you can always ask in the comment below, and obviously gonna answer to that. Let's have a look real quick at the base stats on Tablo, which actually not bad stats for a 4-star, and the speed lead is also really important. There you go, there it is. Actually, I'm gonna show you mine straight away because that's level 35 Tablo anyway. There it is. So 10.4 almost K HP, which is not bad. Base speed is average. Base attack is not too bad. It's not the best, but it's not too bad. Base defense is kind of on the lower side though. Awakens into the leader skill, so it doesn't awaken to accuracy. It would be really nice, but probably wouldn't have the speed lead. And yeah, these are the base stats. As I said, skill 1 throws 2 dices, and each dice can actually debuff the opponent. You need to get at least a 4 though to get debuff. 4 is the heal block, 5 is the defense break, and 6 is the glancing debuff. Pretty good debuffs. Obviously the defense break is probably the best one, so number 5 would be nice, and you have 2 chances with the 2 dices. You could also land a 4 and a 5 to heal block and defense break the opponent, so each dice counts for itself. They don't add up. So if you get a 1 and a 4 or a 2 and a 3, it's not gonna be a defense break. Skill 2, again, 2 dices. If you get less than 7, you get slow AoE and is an AoE. If you get higher than 7 or from 7 up, you get stun. 7 gives you the stun and the speed slow. If you get above 7, you get stun. It's a 3-turn cooldown, which is really good actually. And skill 3 is probably the main reason why I use Tablo. These are extra, of course, they are pretty good skills, but this is the main reason why I use Tablo. Basically it resets the attack bar on everything, and it cannot be resisted. Even goes through immunity, even goes through Acroma. The only unit that counters this, I don't think if it was meant to do that, but it's Jackson. So Jackson basically gets 40% attack bar on his team if you use this on him. But yeah, you decrease the attack bar and then you give speed buff for 1 turn on your allies except yourself. So Tablo doesn't get a speed buff, but everybody else do. And then it cannot resist and ignore. Also, if you have immunity, you still get stunned. And then the speed lead, as we said. Now my Tablo is like this, is on Violent Will. I would say I would like to get more accuracy in general, because I want to boost this to max on skill 2 especially, but the skill 1 max accuracy would be really nice. So I have mine on speed, HP, I think HP, but I'm thinking to go speed, HP, accuracy, so you get max accuracy on everything on skill 1 and skill 2, and then just go additional damage on the artist. Additional damage on Tablo is pretty good, and I would say attack is not bad, because sometimes you can actually non-glance on Douglases. If you get defense break, if you're using him with Asher, you can just kill the Douglas. You could stun the Douglas as well with skill 2. So yeah, I have 73 on skill 2, which is good, but again I would like to have 85. I think it's actually decently important. I wouldn't say that's the main thing, but it's actually pretty important. Now I would say focus on speed. You need to focus in a way that is slower than your other units. So your other units move and then Tablo gives them another turn basically. Don't make the gap too big, otherwise the opponent can cut in between. and that would be bad because you don't get the extra turn on your other units. Also on Violent is good because you can proc out of stun and then skill 2, or you can proc in general and get the skill 3 and the skill 2 back up a lot quicker. Obviously skill 1 is pretty good, so you can do extra damage on the opponent, you can glance them, defense break on heal block them, and so on. Now there is another way you can build Tablo, and it's on Swift. Swift as fast as you can. People don't really expect that anymore, but that works. If you have units that do ignore damage, like Kali, like Sonya, like the Claire, I think, or if you have Destiny, if you have Oberon, obviously Tablo is gonna move first. It's gonna skill 3. It's gonna give attack bar. Sorry, it's gonna give speed buff to everybody. You decrease attack bar on everything. Your units get speed buff, so they move before the opponent, and then you can just ignore defense on a couple of units on the opponent side. There is Tablo Jameer comp that you can use. So you have 2 units moving, then Jameer, then Tablo. That's the skill 3. Then Jameer, when he gets turn, get the skill 3. He cleanses the Tablo. Tablo has the skill back, and you can do skill 3 again. So your team gets 3 turns, and that's pretty OP. So consider that team as well. That comp is really good. Tablo and Swift is not bad, but again, that Tablo and Swift is not for speed fighting because the base speed is pretty low, but it is decent in some situations. I'd say Valiant is my favorite build for Tablo, but again, I would like to get 85. I think I'm gonna change it today, to be honest with you. Try to get as much accuracy as possible, especially in skill 2, because you can stun and slow the opponent. So that's the Tablo anyway, and yeah, I use him a lot. I use him a lot in RTA. I've been using him a lot since the last month of last season. I was not using it, but then I couldn't go through the pick and ban. The RNG was being bad, so I built Tablo back, and you know, I love it. I love Tablo. It's a really fun unit. It's really good. We can watch a replay with Tablo, and so you guys see how it works. I'm sure you guys know how it works, but you need units that do have a lot of value in their skills. Otherwise, there's not much point using Tablo. So Sonya, in this case, ideally it bans that. So ideally, I can defense break something with her, and then kill something with her skill 2, and then the skill 1 on the defense break. See, if she defense broke that, I could have killed both Zibala and Gianna, because Sonya skill 1 would have killed the Gianna, and Sonya skill 2 would have killed the Zibala. I would have killed 2 units in one go, but it didn't happen because Vanessa missed the defense break. Now that was just an opportunity to do that, just because I have Tablo in the game. If I didn't have Tablo, I had to choose one unit to kill, and that's it. But having Tablo, if Vanessa defense break, I can skill 2 that, skill 1 that, and skill 3 with that should definitely kill Gianna, and it would have been a 2v4 since the beginning. Zibala wouldn't have had the chance to freeze everything and reset everything. It would have been a lot easier to play that game. Tablo procs 2k per hit on skill 1, so it's 5k. So it was 2.5, so it's 5k, and you can proc, you know. It's it's a really nice unit, and the speed lead really helps. Now that it gets 7, it slows and stun. I mean, the more procced, but we did slow and stun the more, which is pretty good. And yeah, that was it. So Tablo is a really good unit. If you have questions, guys, ask in the comment below. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care guys, stay safe, bye.